Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. This article comes to you guys from the Mobile Report. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So, T-Mobile right now is in an interesting situation. They're making very, very tough decisions right now at the top, and it's not affecting the business per se just yet, but they have to be very, very careful because they're changing and they're changing drastically. We've seen the changes happen over the years, but now these changes are starting to roll in quite quickly, right? We got price increases, very hefty price increases to start off the year. Then we got a plan change recently, and the plan change brought back taxes and fees. So now T-Mobile has to continue to compete, and they have to continue to try and get the largest share of the switching pool. Whatever that switching pool is, T-Mobile has to try and get the largest share, because we saw if they come in a little bit below growth, their stock, it goes down. It goes down quick, and it goes down big. So this deal that they introduced, right, this deal that you see here on screen from the Mobile Report, T-Mobile has a new buy one, get one offer for iPhones. Here's the details. And this deal is not the greatest deal in the world. So they're trying to see what fits best for them, and they're telling us they're only looking for a certain customer now. Is what that's telling me. So let's check it out here briefly. So as of May 1st, T-Mobile has a brand new BOGO, buy one get one, offer for all iPhone 15 and 16 series devices. When claimed, you can receive $730 off a new iPhone, which is a bit lower, right? They usually do $830 or $1,000, right? So that's, again, we're going lower now. To qualify, you'll need to buy a new iPhone on an EIP installment at T-Mobile and also add a new line to your account and port in a number from a competitor. Again, taking the largest share in the switching pool. After that, buy a new iPhone on that line and you'll receive $730 off over the course of the installment, which is with T-Mobile, it's still, I think, 24 months. New customers opening a new account with T-Mobile can also qualify, but you'll need to add 2 new lines instead of just 1. Again, they're trying to add more lines. Even the Mobile Report agrees it's not the best deal in the world, but for the right customer, again, the right customer, it can be perfect. Plus, there's absolutely no trade-in required. It's also only $730 off, so the newer iPhone 16 series, except the 16e, will still end up costing you a few bucks a month. However, the base iPhone 15 will be fully covered by the promo. So again, a few things to point out. The right customer, right? So this deal doesn't require any trade-ins, so that's a big thing, right? That's a big deal. But now they're only giving you $730 off, so you still have to cover some of the costs. I think it might end up being like $100, right? I think the iPhone 16 is like $829. So again, T-Mobile is heading in a even more disciplined direction. Before they were like, give them $830, give them $900. We want to grow at all costs, no matter what. Now, totally different, right? And that could change. Don't get me wrong, that could change. They could decide to say, hey, look, the numbers aren't looking good. Let's give them, $1,000. Let's give them $830, right? So we'll have to monitor this, but T-Mobile has to be careful how they approach this. The BOGO deals are good. They're definitely good. And then here's more information. You guys can check that out, how to get the offer. I'll leave a link to this in the description so you guys can check it out. T-Mobile has to be careful how they approach this. They've did a full 360 now. They're doing price increases. Taxes and fees are back. They're pretty much equal to the competition now. There's nothing else differentiating T-Mobile at this point. You can still make the argument the third line free promo is still, saving a good amount of money. But when does that go away, right? Now we can speculate about that. That third free line, I think on the Experience Beyond, that third free line gives you the 3 lines for $170. But you can see where it crosses out the $230. If they decide to end that promo, now you would be paying $230 for 3 lines. right? And that could be happening very soon. We just don't know at this point. T-Mobile is changing in a more shareholder type of approach, right? Buybacks, dividends, funding everything that they want to fund. And you guys have heard me say that for a while now, right? If a 6G spectrum auction comes up and it's a bidding war, T-Mobile needs to be able to compete in that. They need to be able to densify. They need to be able to add sites. They need to be able to invest into fiber, and all of that is expensive. So of course, they're gonna move the needle on pricing, right? They're gonna use the pricing lever moving forward because Verizon and AT&T are getting stronger financially. They're growing their fiber partnerships. Verizon's buying Frontier. AT&T's growing AT&T Fiber closer to 45 million homes passed. So all of that is added revenue for them and free cash flow for competition, right? Competitive purposes. So T-Mobile needs to stay ahead of the curve, but at the same time, T-Mobile still has to figure out how to continue to grow and take the largest share in the switching pool. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.